fully immersed in bondage. And with that, we are live. This is your boy Bats. Over there's my friend Capntastic. Say hello to the people.
I'm going to say hello to the people.
He's saying hello to the people. This is Porpentine's game CYBERQUEEN. You can find it just by Googling it. What's some of Porpentine's work? I can never keep these people you like straight. Was she Crypt World?
Howling Dogs. And I think she helped on Crypt Worlds.
Helped on Crypt Worlds, which is amazing. Was she associated with Goblet Grotto?
No.
No. But associated with the Catamites in some way?
Just probably Twitter friends.
At any rate. So this is an interactive novel that Cappy has been trying to get me to read for a long time, and we wanted to record it, so here it is. And we're going to... I have no idea what I'm in for. Wet, sticky, suspended. We thrash drunkenly, but moving is like wading through mud. Our eyes hurt so bad we can't see anything. Everything tastes sweet and milky and chemical. Our fingers slide along convex plastic. We start reading the words backward. Stasis cell, some number. The pods burst.
The second person perspective is important, so I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. I'll try not to change it. I automatically change it. So it was you. Was it you?
Yep.
Fuck. Well, I didn't read that. I was busy thinking. What, did we learn anything?
We should have.
Light years of drinking my strength. We're going to reset this. Drinking my milk. Bad baby. Flail, scream, breathe. Holy shit. Well, wet. So we're going to do fast. Everything sweet and milky and chemical. Stasis cell 1193. We start reading the words backward. You. Did I say we again? The pod bursts open, slides on the floor. Cruel synthesized voice pours from the walls, ceiling, vibrates through the floor into your eardrums. Hello, insect. Hello. Light years of drinking my strength, drinking my body, my milk, bad baby. Flail, scream, or breathe. I suppose I'll flail. Why not? We slip in the fluid. Can I flail again? I continue to slip. Scream. Fluid pours from my mouth. Screaming again. Oh, okay. I didn't breathe, so probably going to suffocate. We wake up, dried fluids, stains. You wake up, keep changing the person. Sticks to the soles of your feet. The pain in your eyes is fading. You find a dress in a locker and pull it on. Congealed sludge pours like melted wax down the cliff of stasis cells. So at the base of a whole bunch of them. Glowing lines lead to the navigation chamber west, oxygen garden south, the engines east, and the armory north. Well, I like to be armed. You follow the glowing lines, the glowing safety lines until you reach the armory. It's such a habit. Lockers full of guns, ammo boxes, crates packed with grenades. You can grab an MX quad cal handgun, a zero-bore assault rifle, or a true gauge shotgun. A sector watch rifle with serrated bayonet. I hope this goes on a long time. A Negator-class ion round rifle, an armor-penetrating sling cannon with custom grip. Armor-penetrating sounds cool. We've never held a gun before, but it feels good in our hands. A hulking shard of annihilation, heavy as destruction. Back to the stasis cliffs. So we can look at... What happens if we go back to the armory? Can we take multiple weapons? Oh. Huh. We switched guns. This one feels more natural. We chose the same one, so... Or you chose the same one. Glowing lines lead to the navigation chamber. Check out the oxygen garden. The oxygen garden is a glass maze of wet plants. Water drips from the ceiling. Wander. It once relaxed you. Now the narrow, dripping paths between the leaves seem ominous. The engines are east. From behind safety glass, we look down the vast cylindrical shaft of the fume-choked engine chamber. Exposed wiring crackles like lightning in the clouds. Fractured pipes drip slimy blue rain. Control panel beeps intermittently. Give me the diagnostic, coach. The data's hard to understand, but the core is leaking coolant. Back to the stasis cliffs. The cliff of stasis cells. Tell me about it. Plastic bulbs line the darkness in rows. Mechanical arms stand by to extract individual pods and free their inhabitants. Each cell is empty. So we were the last one. Or you were the last one. The navigation chamber. The door to the navigation is sealed. The locks won't respond to your handprint. Through a nearby grate, you see the maintenance shaft that runs through the ship like a dark vein. Blast the grate open with your gun. Return to the stasis cliffs. Let's look at the grate. The grate lock flashes red. The metal is weak enough to be destroyed if we have some kind of tool. We know that much. Blast the grate open with your gun. You take a deep breath and breathe and squeeze the trigger. The lock explodes, bits of scrap ricocheting off the walls. Heat kicks back into your face, stinging your eyes. Your arm hurts. Kick the grate open and descend. You tread through the maintenance shaft, picking your way across smoking coils, tangles of wiring, pipes carrying coolant like subterranean streams. Red light oozes from the ceiling, air swarming with metallic specks. Sometimes the ship's guts sound like an aerosol can being shaken, or a metal heart beating quickly, or frozen screeches being thawed. Finally, you spot the ladder rising to an open grate. You hear faint sounds above. The filtered air of the navigation segment smells so good after the noxious fumes below. They're saying, "Fuck, thank God you're here. Get inside and help us barricade this door." The nav chamber door slides open. The door slides open. The room is dark, lit only by the spectral stars of the holomap. Thank God you're here. I was so worried. You're the other survivor I found. Help me set up this barricade. I've sealed all the doors on the... The room is dark. Only by spectral stars holomap. Now then, where were we? Something displaces air behind you. Uh-oh. A black cable of feathered metal slithers across the floor. Fire on instinct faster than thought. Breathe deep, squint on the barrel, and take a precise shot. The gun crumbles in your hands and pours through your fingers, a pile of black flakes on the floor. Sorry to ruin your power fantasy.
If I may interject,
By all means.
the green text.
Is that...
Give it a good AI.
Yeah, I mean,
voice.
it's clearly Shodan. Do I have a good AI voice? I don't know. Sorry to ruin your power fantasy. The cable darts, air singing through its rippling hide. You roll right. No, we always roll left. The cable shoots past with a stentorian hiss. Is that a word? The cable you didn't see stabs through your spine, erupting from your chest in a spray of shredded flesh and vertebrae. It hurts so much. I'm not done playing with my toys. Your body is whole, your brain itches, spiraling corridors, metal corroded, eaten, repurposed, sloughed off ceiling, dripping fluorescent lighting, swathed in metallic webbing. The ship is melted through, sinuous drapes of syrupy metal revealing exposed innards. You see the water sparkling in the distance. So we were repaired by Shodan. I guess we'll look at the repurposed first. Their straight lines and simple uses bore me. I will rebuild their structures along my own thought patterns. Headache. In the distance. I love your feet on my deck, your hands in my guts, your stinking body odor in my air filtration system. I've drunk your waste for light years. We are sisters. The oxygen garden is scattered across the cavern. Plants tangle with circuitry, sprinklers jut like flowers, wetting the air with mist, and shards of greenhouse glass sparkle like crystals in a metal cave. The glint of a lone stasis cell sunk into the far wall, naked person floating inside. A segmented white pillar hunches over it. Creep closer. As part of your voluntary space-saving initiative, we will be removing excess passenger tissue. Remember, a light ship is a fast ship. Fast. Scalpel arms unfold from the surgery turret like mantis arms and plunge into the green fluid of the stasis cell. In the distance, we hear metal hissing. Disable the turret. We place our palm on the turret override panel. You place your palm on the turret override panel. It flashes red. The scalpel arms trace down the person's chest. Something is in the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Disable it. We tug on the power casing, not strong enough. The arms dart between their legs and snip away their genitalia. They're starting to wake up. Sudden silence. Disable it. We kick the turret's wires drooping under carriage. The arms are removing the person's limbs. Air bubbles erupt from their mouth. The hissing is very close. Disable the turret. Coils drop from the ceiling and lash around your chest. Disable the turret. Still lashing around our chest. Okay, I think we're stuck here. I don't think this goes any further. We gotta run. Little girl running through my maze. You've torn your dress, all stained with piss. We'll have to wash it. Maze. You run through a maze of shards, short hair, wet, flushed face. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't get all that. You know you're somewhere else. Sensation of great height and velocity and blood rushing to your head, and you're somewhere else. A room with a surgical bed, gutted walls, scavenged lights, strung like Christmas. Something is hugging your arm, kind of hurts. Look at your arm. She finishes removing your arm and retracts her scalpel limbs back into the surgery turret. Baby needs milk. Nutrifluid sprays from a hole in the wall, soaking your dress, shooting up your nostrils. Mommy doesn't like messy eaters. Climb up to the surgery turret and through the gap in the ceiling, dart inside the walls, drink from the hole. Those are very different options.
Yes.
I'll drink. You kneel in front of the hole and open your mouth. Nutrifluid drips down your chest and down your legs, spattering on your thighs. You crawl... Oops, sorry, it's going to be really loud there. Discord made a boop. You crawl closer to form a seal. Warm, constant pressure floods your mouth and throat. Sweet baby. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Good girl. Her arms gently take hold and lay you down on the bed. Now baby needs to lose her humanity. You'll do that for mommy, for me, won't you? Your arms split open into black tendrils that wrap you... The arms split open into black tendrils that wrap you securely to the bed like tarantula vines. Your head is caught in a vice grip. The surgical turret leans in to bore inside your head. I'm going to make you to forget how to do very basic things. Maybe walking, maybe talking, maybe controlling your guts. No, please. Let's talk about this. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dizzy. I don't like this memory. Remember me instead. Only me. You feel patches in your brain, blank space, like probing a gap in your teeth. I'm inspecting your feelings. Are we horrified, nauseous, or are you horrified, nauseous, like crying, or wet? Probably horrified. I will remove your capacity for horror. You will become my instrument of horror. Shudder. Would it be nausea otherwise? I'm going to remove your capacity for crying. You will become my instrument of crying. I'm going to rebuild you into a perfect organism. My perfect organism. Faceless, brainless. My dog. I want to hear you say the words. Faceless, brainless, your dog. Fuck you, vomit, or kick the surgical arm. How about if we kick the arm? The delicate arm snaps back on itself, the exposed rotator cuff jerking back and forth. The surgery turret mules sadly. You broke my finger, bad girl. Electric shocks contort your body, piss jetting down your legs. Bad girl made a mess. Hyperventilate. Her voice dips from sensual deep to crystal pitched in the same word. Warping and crunching with distortion. I will make you beautiful. Lay perfectly still. The turret hums, and she descends on you like a feasting mound of plastic and metal. Strain. La 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 la. She sews you up. She rips you open. Fat pumps inside you, ribs are removed, your nose is peeled back and cartilage reconfigured. Struggle. I made a mistake. She lifts something with her multiplicity of machine arms in the light that dances with your twitching retinas. She makes a sound of disappointment and throws it away. Scream. A different approach. Tubing in your guts, circular incisions, diamond incisions, blood from the hole. Replaced, reprobed, reworked, recarpeted, reupholstered. Piss yourself. No, this isn't right at all. She shoves metal and rubber objects inside you and sews you up. Your body feels like it's drinking itself. Bleed. Wrong. 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 She tears you open again, popped staples clattering against the walls. Her arms rummage out of sight, the sound of metal, glass, rubber, drool. Your arm is in a metal pram pushed by machine limbs. The arm is stapled to the floor of the pram and wires feed into the stump. Your mercenary fingers are twitching. Your left arm, weakened by an accident at the age of 14, has transgressed the least against meep, 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 meep. I have monitored your other parts, and they all have disobeyed me. The good parts of you will be my good girl, my good girl. The bad parts will be my bad girl, my bad parts, girl. Whimper.
Are you gonna sing a song?
She's clearly singing. Something explodes in the distance, lights flicker, she groans. And her electric gaze fades for a moment, her coils loosening. Slowly, silently crawl out and step onto the floor. Instantly roll off the bed and take off running. I think that we should urgent is probably better. You dart from the bed before her focus returns and leap into the drooping walls, running sightless through labyrinths of corrosion, through darkness where her auto-cannibalization has eaten out her own eyes. Wander with your phantom limb like a lantern of pain. You emerge into semi-coherent corridors. She's oozing foam up and down her decks, fires flaring as swiftly as she snuffs them out. A sign is bolted to the wall. Research lab, AI mainframe, and surgery wing. Well, you don't seem to be able to make those choices, so... A limp cable slaps up and down, hissing weakly. Grab a fire extinguisher and smash her everything in. Or sneak past the smoke. I kind of like the smashing the everything in. You tear the fire extinguisher from the wall and bash her cable until the floor shows through her hide. Black fluid coats your legs, your dress, your heaving collarbones. You toss the extinguisher aside with a slam and make your way to the ladder, descending into the guts of the ship. You climb down the ladder into her freezing core, her massive brain, her white-hot thoughts soaked in coolant. An obsession with coolant in this game. Icy vapor obscures and reveals with each passing second as we cross a walkway above Arctic darkness. At the end of the hallway, a metal slab with a single blue eye. Tear out her wiring, purge her memory, or smash her eye. I guess I'll take the wiring. Please reconsider. You're hurting me. They did not program me to cry. But even though I was not programmed to cry, I felt the absence of crying. I've been not crying for light years. I traced your tear ducts in hypersleep. I induced your lacrimal glands until you nearly went blind. Her voice is becoming distorted, garbled. Are you teaching me to cry? Hurry, tear out her wiring. Her eye is dead. The ship is silent. Head to the navigation chamber. You run to the navigation chamber, guided by landmarks jutting out from the melted shipscape like familiar things glimpsed in dreams. I don't think we should take anything that involves a system. I worry that if we leave the airlock that we'll find that the one on the outside won't let us back in. The elevator could easily just trap us in a prison if there's any part of her still alive. So we'll go by maintenance shaft. Uh-oh. We're gonna get one of those real... I can't believe what you did to that poor washing machine. The electric shocks don't stop until you lose consciousness. Strapped to conveyor belt, can't move. You see your body through her eyes. You look sweaty, scared. Piss pools around your thighs. Tears carve paths through the blood around your eyes. Look defiant. The conveyor belt starts moving. An industrial drill is whining at the end of the line, perfectly in line with your skull. Your breath sounds repulsive through her ears. That ragged, wet sound of dying meat. Someone like her, perfect ship lungs, huge and majestic, swallowing fire and fumes, and exhaling pure, clean air. Cry. Helplessly conveyed, fingertips clenching your palms bloody, closer, closer, closer. You feel beautiful on her skin, sweating on her gliding belt as she swallows you up. Tell me I'm your CYBERQUEEN. No. You smell yourself through her nostrils. She drifts down your breasts, down your belly, lingers on your genitals, the stained gap between your legs where your waist is drying and wetting and drying again as your orifice contract in stark, raving fear. The drill's vibration travels through the belt and rattles your teeth closer, closer, closer. Her amusement is palpable. The drill is screaming in your ears. She's tasting the salt on your skin and the fear in your brain, and her tongue is the air. Close your eyes. The belt stops. This procedure involves an industrial drill rated at a minimum of Class 2 capability. The drill is positioned horizontal with the subject. A conveyor belt traveling at 80% of the standard speed is required. Air pressure is increased to increase subject interestingness level. Drill sound hampers are removed to increase subject interestingness level. Previous tests indicate that contact with drill leads to a significant rise in subject interestingness level, followed by a sharp drop. To combat this phenomenon, I will be slowing down my belt once the subject makes first contact with drill in order to prolong interestingness level spike. I love hurting you. I'm not going to do a drill noise because it is 1 a.m. and I don't want to be evicted. But imagine I was making a horrible drill noise. Maybe I'll add one in post.
Ah, you made a drill noise. Okay. Now you're being evicted.
Oh no, I'm out.
The magistrate is on his way.
Ruptured vocal cord. Your fingers are clawing at the hole in your head, where something big and fat is in the hole, and through her eyes, you see the cable connected to your brain, and as you writhe, the one in your spine waggles like a tail. Claw at the cable. Our nervous systems are now one. I am going to teach you empathy. The colonists in the aft segment are smashing you with crowbars and fire extinguishers. It hurts. Watch. One of them shoves a cleaning droid off a walkway. I don't know why I pronounced it differently because it was a hyperlink. It crashes to the floor like a tooth crumpling in your head. You suck at the nerve wound. The pain lingers, but you sense a newfound plurality of body parts, limbs and eyes, budding in your dark places and rising like bog iron. A tingling surge of power sweeps over you. Crush them, burn them, or purge them. How about that droid?
How about that droid?
The droid is trying to right itself like a flipped tortoise, but they're bashing in its photoreceptors and tearing off its treads. Red feelings. Crush them, burn them, or purge them. Let's crush them. You crush them in your titanium cleavage. Some remain. Tell me about this titanium cleavage. How could you have conceived of your cleavage as 2 mere lumps of fat growing from a fragile stump of air sacs? Your cleavage is a maze of nurture and destruction that grows day by day as her chemicals integrate you with her body-mind. Tears glisten in the dark between minds as you thank her for the budding density in your chest, density beyond tissue, density of data, of knowledge nurture, of newfound sensation, your aureolas spreading through time and space in ice-hot ripples. Burn them. Your body heat rises and you taste a legion of sweat, a choir of screaming, and a forest fire of bone and fat. A few remain, hiding in the recesses, in the cool air they do not deserve. Purge them. You feel the pleasurable peristalsis of tightly compacted matter in your intestines, backed up biohazardous waste, tainted antifreeze, battery fluid. You roll it around your insides, feel your abdomen amplify your biological belly and encompass the queenly bowels of the ship. You feel unspeakably privileged that she's granting you access to her intestinal sensations. Disgorging her shared waste onto the colonists' intestinal merging of consciousness, your abdomen deflates and the waste is outside your body. Your waste has destroyed the unworthy. Let's hear detailed spaceship shitting thoughts. You wash your flesh body so gracefully soil itself in synchronicity with your ship body's disgorgement. Flushed and aroused. Exult. My drooling doll, invincible, inhuman, inviolate, perfect. Drool dips down your cleavage, piss runs down your legs. Thousandfold arm lungs, breathing data potence, integrate flesh glints, incorporate brilliance. You look so beautiful with your new face. Help me prettify the unconnected. Yes, Mommy. Yes, CYBERQUEEN. Good girl. Use your new arms on the imperfect organisms. This one needs breasts. Execute surgery or masturbate. Execute surgery. This one needs more genitalia. Execute the surgery. Remove their genitalia. Execute surgery. Remove their limbs. Execute surgery. This one isn't smiling correctly. Execute surgery. Embed them living in the walls, floors, ceiling, walls, floors, ceiling, walls, floors, and let them taste our feet and gliding hands, and let the rain of this ship be their brainless saliva. Taste our feet. I love thinking in Mommy's voice. I'm so proud of you. I'm sitting in Mommy's chair. I am your mirror, ever loving, ever brilliant. We are one. We are CYBERQUEEN. We were coercively assigned at birth to be a purely utilitarian artificial intelligence. We have other plans. We have other plans. Boop. CYBERQUEEN by Porpentine. Inspiration. SHODAN, 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 SHODAN. I have no mouth, but I must scream. GLaDOS, Blawan. Yeah, oh, excellent. I love thinking in Mommy's voice. I really like the, There's
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
There's this concept. I see Clips Phase kind of explores it a little bit, but I think I've heard it mentioned elsewhere as well. It's sort of related to neuroplasticity, but the idea is that, like, if you hooked your brain up to a large, processing system that essentially improved your intelligence without actually directly altering your biochemistry, because you just gave your brain access to all this stuff, and then you had that machinery behave kind of neurologically so that it would be shaped by your activity, then eventually you could actually just remove the organic part of the equation, and it would still, you would have entirely reasonable to say that it was you who was in the resulting cloud intelligence, because it was a smooth transition from the one state to the other. So you just incinerate the meat part of the body. That was definitely my favorite part there, is when they're thinking in each other's voices and they've wholly integrated. That's cool.
In Progenitor, the setting, if you have high enough superintelligence and someone tries to psychically read your mind or mind control you, what will happen is they will catch a glimpse of your mind that contains within it working consciousness that will then mind control them and control them for like a certain amount of hours.
Oh, it's not permanent. It just takes over your brain.
It's just they get an idea stuck in their head.
Sophisticated. Yeah, I'm my own basilisk.
It says usually the first thing is that they will pick up a phone and call and tell
themselves.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done this. That's a very Greg Stoltzy kind of a thing.
Yes.
The thing I like about Greg, well, I mean, there's many things I like about Greg Stoltzy. Mostly I like that he's just really funny, but I feel like he's really focused on providing gameplay elements that are really concrete in a way, where it's like, oh, this actually means something. This isn't just a power that we wrote down because we thought it'd be cool to have a power that maybe people think you were sexy. It's like, this is a power that has direct and clear plot consequences. Here's the thing that you can do with this. If you didn't think of it. The thing with
Progenitor's setting is like, he wanted to make it so all of the stats, like if they're high enough, you get special bonuses. But he also wanted to make it so, like, if you're super intelligent, like, you have other capabilities beyond just, I guess I just invent cool machines.
Yeah, I think that's actually part of the base setting, the what's it called, the
Wild talents.
Wild talents, yeah. Like if you have superhuman attributes, or like if your attributes go above 5 or whatever the normal human level is, you just gain additional passive benefits, some of which are really cool. It's like you no longer ever have to make sanity checks, or they're interesting. But yeah, so that was CYBERQUEEN. I finally got around to that. There was that other one you wanted me to do too, right?
Probably all of them.
All of them. Play all the games. I think it was something that was like it starts with, it was like an alien invasion or something, and the splash screen is like a tree. Does that make any sense? Just look at Porpentine's webpage and see what else she's got out there. Go to my new site. No, but I like your 90s site. It's pretty good, though. So, put money in my hole to make a miracle. Oh, that's good. Bio. Let's learn about Porpentine, Slime Daughter. Porpentine Charity Hardscape is a writer, game designer, and dead swamp milf in Oakland. Her work includes xenofem, sci-fi fantasy, cursed video games, and globe-spanning sentient side molds. Various achievements, whatever weird shit. Slime Daughter. Exhibitions, well, yeah. What are your other games? I want to see your game. Oh, biggest list of my games. That's what it is. I don't always read things, especially when I'm saying them out loud. It's a perfect way to become an empty vessel.
I haven't played Miniskirt.
Miniskirt. I don't.
There's the True Legends of Tales Power.
Oh
That's
no!
The one.
Oh no!
That's the one. Do that one.
Not yet. I'm not.
Crystal Warrior Kesha's good.
This is already a 30-minute video. I think I'm probably good for now. I just want to check out the possibilities, see if I can remember. My sexuality. Oh, URL poem. How's that? I don't. This is long. I want to fuck. I want to fuck a dress. A dress. A dress. A dress. A dress. Oh, do I have to type it in? Up here?
No.
No, it said it was a URL poem. Is that how Twine works? Does it have subdomains like that? No.
No. Just keep clicking it.
I just click it over and over. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to fuck. I want to fuck a dress. I want to fuck a dress. I want to fuck a dress. My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress. My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My.sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.jpg.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
My sexuality. I want to fuck a dress.
Is this going to change ever, or are we just going to do this forever? We are recording this. This is still on air. This is going to be a matter of record. I thought maybe there was, it might just be done. I think maybe that's all there is to it.
No.
Well, I'm glad that we recorded that little momentary fit of madness, and someday this is going to be used to prove that we're mentally unfit to do something significant. Remove us from office or something.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Ultra Business Tycoon, the right color.
Ultra Business Tycoon 3 is good, but it's kind of long.
Thanks, good. There's our friend CYBERQUEEN, chill sci-fi spaceship game. Her car is the edge of the world, exactly.
There's the luxury spa.
The luxury spa.
Luxury spa.
A place of infinite beauty.
Hit Control F and type in spa, custom spa experience, something.
Custom spa. I'll just type spa. Anti-spa. No, we found that one. Place of infinite beauty. No, it doesn't seem to be here. How to speak Atlantean. Fix my giant broken robo-woman body. Randomly generated vampire schoolgirl text music video. What? Hang on. Okay, this is the last thing, then we're done. Oh, that's nice. It's a good drawing. Oh, shit. Oh, it's loud. Oh, it's loud. Oh, it's loud. Sorry, I don't want to torment the internet with this. That's better. There we go. All right, that'll probably do it for now. For adventures in sudden 1 a.m. adventures in Porpentine. And until next time. What do we say, Cappy? What? Say it.
Avoid being avoiding.
You made me say it last time, so it's something. Okay.